Hello, this is the Lego City Modified Race Car set. It's one of the tie-ins to the 2K Drive game, the actual video game. This one has 359 pieces. I did build this live over on my Twitch channel, and I paid the retail price of $30 US. Comes with, obviously, the two vehicles, one minifigure for each, and a bunch of accessories that can be added onto them. Onto the vehicles, that is, not onto the minifigures. Now, this thing was the big surprise of the set for me because I was really looking forward to the smaller car, but the quality of this, the quality of the build, and the prominence of all that drum lacquered silver color, really blew me away. This also has the traditional trans green windshield piece that takes me all the way back to classic space. And the color blocking here is pretty good, even though it does have the clip, the positions to clip accessories on. They're not too obvious. Just, I don't know, all the shaping of this just works for me a lot. I've seen a lot of concept cars that are similar enough to this, having the engine kind of halfway hidden down in there also works really nicely to give you the small scoop. The plated silver pieces come all the way back here, including some studs, including some that are even buried down inside that you don't see. The 1x2 cheese slopes back here. Obviously, this can be changed in its angle up and down. There's just a lot of good going on with this. The back has kind of a very modern / futuristic look to it. It just works in every single way. It is a six stud wide vehicle, tongue-tied, that only holds one figure, but that's absolutely standard for City, and I'm not going to complain about that. Holds the figure just fine, and they got a steering wheel down in there, and there's plenty of space for them. It's all good. Oh, and back here, you see this clip. It's just holding on to the rear of what's kind of like a roll cage element here. So you could potentially turn this up and then imagine putting some little bit of cargo in there, just a little bit, maybe something that's related to, I don't know, like a small jerry can. Parts aren't included though, but I wanted to pull it up to show you that behind there is another trans green piece. It's just a regular trans dark green, the 1x2. And you got more of that up here. And yeah, again, generally happy with this. I am more of the silver pieces that are hidden down in there with those studs. This very retro, futuristic 80s cyberpunk car is cool itself. It also has some of those silver pieces on it, but I did have an issue with the seating position for this. As you can see, the top is not able to fit down with the person in there with their hair on. I have to switch it out to a helmet. And also, I'm just going to do this right now. It's awkward to get the person in there to be comfortable with the arms. See, the arms are having to be pushed all the way up here. When I move it forward, I can kind of find a spot where the arms can come down slightly. Move it here, they have to be up higher. Move it back, now I can bring them down a bit, but it just feels awkward to me. I'm gonna leave that out for right now. Also, it does that, wants to push the back in. Just feels a little bit weird to me. We have to look into that a little bit more. But that aside, so assuming that we need to have a helmet on there, which is included, thankfully, we'll see that later. The rest of this looks great to me. I really like the use of the dish wheels, that little bit of the dark magenta there, a little bit of this curved shaping in with the gaps. I don't mind the gaps there. It's got the open fenders for the front. A lot of this is working for me. The new color for the windscreen, I did get some pretty serious scuffs on this windscreen. Unfortunately, it didn't come in great condition. If you ever have that problem, if you're unhappy with the piece that you get, it's damaged right out of the box, please do contact customer support if you have the time. They will take care of you. They will send you a replacement. Just, treat them as human beings, be normal, and they will definitely be more than normal. They'll be very good to you. That's one thing that Lego continues to do exceptionally well and exceptionally consumer forward and friendly is customer support. More of the silver pieces back here, transparent pieces. There's a hidden 1x2 dark pink, actually colored 1x2 down underneath here as well. So many things are interesting about this and cool to me personally. I am biased, to be sure, but just to confirm this with the interior, yeah, you really have to get it just to the right spot, and again with the helmet on, and then this does fit on there properly. So that's actually a good look. I just wish it was less awkward. Now this does have all of these accessories that again go on the vehicles, not the minifigs. But it also has the double clip system that was established, first about 2 years ago. They started doing that. It's a little bit difficult, more difficult than I would like it to be, to get these modules off. And I just accidentally flipped this, but all of this back here is also able to come off. I just wish that, yeah, they would, detach a little bit more easily. But I mean, even with those things removed, this still looks kind of good. It's got no overhang now. I would rock this. This kind of makes sense to me. I don't mind that at all. Similarly, surprisingly, I don't mind that even. It's weird, since it has the open fenders. I don't mind it. I prefer to leave the back on, but, pop that off if you want to. Do these colors go together? Not in my opinion, but that's just me. I think that's going. It's not too bad, but I think it's going a little bit farther than I personally would like. But mix and match. It's okay. Take these green parts off, perhaps put on a couple of the silver studs, or just leave those holes empty. Maybe it'll look a good deal better. And then just swapping these on just for the heck of it to show one different combination. The back doesn't work so badly for me. The front, it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, this actually works for me. And then all this other stuff, these are like repulsor units. There we go. These are obviously quadcopter rotors. Not exactly in the right spots. You can just imagine this kind of going like this. But, use your imagination a little bit. Cool to be able to have a vehicle that can fly on command, and you can imagine those just being kind of inside, so you have a little bit of a go-go gadget rotor situation where it's just driving along, and then you need to take a big jump and you just do this, or maybe you pick them up as power-ups along the way. Obviously this has direct tie-ins to the 2K Drive game, but I look at these more importantly as toys, because the toys are going to way outlast the game. And then finally you've got shooters here, and of course if you want to, you could do just half and half. So if you want these to be equal and to be able to battle each other fairly, just do one of each. Do the same thing over here, and yeah, it gives you some good options. And you can interchange these with other things from the Monkey Kid theme, as well as the tuner garage. Yeah, I like the system. I do wish it was a little bit easier to take things off. It does feel like there's a possibility that I could pull like this off instead at this point while trying to get this off. But otherwise, the system does definitely work. Taking a closer look at the figures, these both look a little bit simple to me. I don't know, what do you think about that? I like the prints that are there, but they just have the print for the torso and that's it. And then just the plain arms and the plain legs as well. I think it's fine. I just wish that there was a little bit more detail in total for these. They're both using the same silver color for the torsos. The hairpieces are cool. I just wish that the hairpieces would fit and work in both vehicles, not just one of them. But like I said, they do at least include the helmet. There's a helmet for each of these figures as alternates. So there are the spares and extras. No stickers are used in this set. Again, the price for this 359-piece set was $30 US. It's 30 euros, 25 pounds UK, 40 Canadian, or approximately the equivalent of $30 US there as well. And I'm fine with that. No complaints. Good set, good vehicles. Whether you care anything about the game or not, the figures are fine, not great. The accessories that you add on are cool cool enough. But I personally would have swapped out maybe this for a good boost, just something that goes on the back. I have to look into the possibility of using the parts that are already here to create something that would give you a rocket. But I just feel like it's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, of course, you can just leave off one end of this and then just treat that as a rocket, or a jet on one side. That is one option, but just something that you could use as an accessory, one of these accessory add-on clips on the back, I think would have been good for each. It's a little bit nitpicking. This is good. Shooters, useful. Yeah, and just the parts, the colors, the silver bits, so many of them. Yeah, totally worth it to me. So, yep. I think if you like this, you don't even need to wait for a discount, because I think it's good just as is. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.